going on, YouTube? I am back with another video. And of course, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, browse a few videos, because everything cars happens here. Car mods, car meets, and of course everything 1320 happens here, all right, including my car. And today we're going to do a walk around. This is the first time I've actually done a walk around on the new car. I have a 2020 Dodge Challenger 1320, and I see a lot of people don't really know what the 1320 is, what it comes with, why it's called a 1320, all that good stuff, and I'll answer that here shortly. But again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, because we're going to get a nice little cold start in. Well, somewhat cold start, and let's get to it. All right, you guys, so like I said, we're going to do a slight little walk around. Again, I have a 2020 Dodge Challenger 1320. 1320s only come in a Challenger, and they only come in automatic because of the trans brake from the Demon. All right, it is a pitch black clear coat color. All right, it is one of 90 in the pitch black clear color, or clear coat color, I'm sorry, and it is one of 410 in 2020 that was made, right? And that's almost 50%, reduction in the 2019 from the 2019s, but obviously COVID had a role in there, right? And as you can see, man, the beast is beside me, all right? And of course, my 1320 is going to be a little bit different than everybody else's, because I made a few mods, a few changes, things of that nature. But I'll go over that shortly. But I will tell you what comes stock on the 1320, and obviously some of the details in mine, because I'm super crazy about the details. But last thing I can tell you, man, with the 1320, everybody thinks you have to have this car if you're gonna, if you get this car, you have to put it on the drag strip. Totally false, right? You can get this car and enjoy it on the street no matter what, right? But let's go ahead and get to it. I'm gonna show you all the details on the car, and then we'll get to talking about it. All right, you guys, so first things first, I'm just gonna get a little view of the 1320. It's semi-clean. It was washed about 6 days ago or so. You can still see the tire shine on there. Right, but it is a super clean car, and even without all of my decals and wrap, etc., it was a super clean car, man. I know black is kind of like the popular muscle car color, and normally I'm a red car or a white car fan, but this is absolutely crazy. But let's start by just showing you the difference. So the 1320, all right, if you don't know what 1320 stands for, that is how many feet are in the quarter mile, right? And another added touch is the Angry Bee from the original, Chargers, etc. I think it started on the 1970 Chargers, and if I could ever get one of those, that'd be crazy. And it also does come with 20-inch drag capable wheels. All right, you've probably seen them on the Daytonas, for the Daytona packages, etc. But these are drag capable wheels at 20s, all right? Most people who do, take this car on the drag strip do drop down to welds. I do have welds, but I haven't put it on the drag strip. No need to wear them out, right? Now, I changed out tires. Everybody's like, oh, why you changed out the tires? I got some backlash from it. You guys, those Nexons that come on there, the rubber is so soft that you daily drive your car, you're gonna lose those tires before you even get to the drag strip, right? So I went ahead and took the tires off because it was just one of these smarter things to do. And those tires are not cheap. They're about $300 a pop, right? But yes, it does come with drag rails all the way around. So I went ahead and put some all seasons on there, because if I get caught in the rain, I don't want to be stuck. But I have Pirelli P0 all seasons, and they are 275 all the way around, all right? And I got a little close here on the front with the 275s with a regular tire, but it turned out pretty nice, right? And another thing people don't really recognize, a lot of people who get Chargers and Challengers tend to drop them. They hate the wheel gap, right? Well, if you have a 1320, you're gonna have to deal with that wheel gap. That is a purposeful wheel gap, you guys. And what I mean by that is this car has all the Demon suspension, dampeners, all kinds of stuff that comes with a Demon that helps transfer the power to the back end, right? So, I mean, if you're gonna get the car for aesthetics and things like that, 1320 is not for you, right? And what I mean by that, if you think you're gonna lower it, you're literally devaluing the car and taking things off the car that is meant to be there, all right? So, number one, all right, rims, tire, suspension, things like that, all Demon parts, etc. All right, that is one thing that people do not understand or don't know when you get into this 1320. All right, you have a Demon trans, all right, so Demon transmission, Demon suspension, All right, you're gonna have Demon, I don't want to call them coilovers, but springs, adaptive dampeners, things like that. All right, you're gonna have everything underneath this car that is Demon spec'd out, except the blower, right? You're not gonna have the motor power. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that out there. And I honestly think the exhaust setup is different on a Demon than your regular Challenger, but don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. Also, people were complaining about the brakes not having the 6-piston Brembos in the front, but you guys got to understand this car is for the drag strip. It needs to be as weightless as possible. So yes, you only have the 4-piston Brembos all the way around. All right. And another thing on the 1320s, they changed the lug nuts. So if you look at everybody's lug nuts but the 1320s, yes, they are slightly different. They are inverted, on same size, everything of that nature, but it just helps with the torque to the wheels, etc., and things like that. Next thing, you're gonna have the old Hellcat hood. Now, I know they're putting them on a lot of the Scat Packs now, so it's not really new or anything like that, but you know, it makes it look super, super aggressive from the front. Another nice added touch to the 1320s are the B logo, all right? I don't know if you can tell, but the B logo on the LED, super, super clean. I wish you could see that a whole lot better. But you can see there is a B logo, all right? That's all exclusive to the 1320 itself, all right? Now, coming to the back side, you guys. 1320s, of course, do not come with a spare tire, all right? You're literally gonna have a tire pump and a battery. Now, this battery is gonna get replaced. They have a 20-pound battery that you can get. Of course, everything weight reduction wise is super important if you're gonna, you know, get on the drag strip, right? And of course, shout out to Jack's Wax, man. Best thing out. But yes, that is what you get, all right? Now, I have seen some of the 1320s with a speaker system back here, but I think that's an actual option that you have to include when you order it, but I didn't do it. Again, weight thing, man. And of course, while we're right here, you can see honeycomb taillight tint in my embossed bull back here. But outside of that, man, I obviously can't get under the car and show you all the specs, but I'll bring up some documents here so you can see some of the stuff. All right, you guys, so the first thing I'm gonna show you mod wise, outside of my Angry Bee in the satin red, is my engine, man. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this light on so you can see YouTube logo. All right, you can see build date 1 of 4/10, man. And of course, Billet Technology hooked me up with some of the craziest items they had, man. Super crazy. And this is my favorite part, man. This right here and the flake in it is absolutely crazy. The details are crazy. And of course, Grocery Getter Racing hooked me up with the strut bar. And the reason I showed you guys this is to show you I am completely stock outside of a Hellcat lower air box in the tube that you can see right there. But yeah, hooked me up outside of the K&N oil breather filter. But yeah, I mean, they hooked me up even on caps, valve covers, everything of that nature, throttle body cover, engine coolant hose, not hose, bottleneck, oil, everything, man. They did their absolute thing on it. But let's get to the rest of the car. All right, you guys, now that you have seen everything that is related to this car, I'm gonna go ahead and show you my modifications that make this 1320 special. First things first, man, I wanna go ahead and show you my wrap, all right? I tried to be as sleek and clean as possible, and you can really barely tell the difference between my wrap and my paints, all right? But yes, there is a difference. I have a satin black wrap and pitch black paint, all right? And I also have embossed honeycomb, all right? Real faint. I know it's kind of hard to see with the light that I have right now, but I have it here as well. Then I also have the reflective concepts Concepts Challenger logo. I have hood pins, my 1320 there along the front half of the car. My YouTube banner, of course, and what's crazy about my YouTube banner is, again, my logo there. My head turner logo out of Charlotte. And then I have my my roof wrap, all right, with the same honeycomb in all of the four corners. My Spoiler King roof spoiler, and of course the trunk wrap. And again, you can really see the embossing there. All done by Griff's Garage. And again, I showed you guys the honeycomb taillight tint that ties in with the rest of my car. And it just makes it super, super clean. Now, there's a couple mods that are on the way to get ready for April with the Texas Motorplex and the YouTuber call out. So I'm super excited about that. But let's go ahead and dive into the inner half of the car. What's going on, you guys? As you can tell, man, different day. Long story short, phone ended up dying and I was actually at work. And of course, you know how that goes. It gets dark at like 3:30, you know, over here. You hear a little bit. But we got some things going on today, man. We'll have another video after this one posted. I'm actually headed to Dodge, and that's why it's a little dark, because I'm a morning person, man. Got to get stuff done. But yeah, we're still going to go over the inside of the car, show you what the 1320 is all about, and let's go ahead and get into it. All right, you guys. So with the inside of the car, you're going to get your leather interior, etc., side panels, door panels, things like that. You're going to get your Alcantara seats mixed with the leather. And one of my favorite parts, man, is the Alcantara steering wheel. All right, that comes stock on all 1320s. Changes it up a little bit from the Scat. You can see just kind of little small mods here and there, man. But obviously, the car is super clean on the inside. Now let's go ahead and step inside. And you guys, what you're gonna see, all right, and my tint is crazy dark. Hold on one second. I'm sorry, you guys. So what you're gonna see, the difference between every regular Scat Pack in mine, all right, is basically going to be this setup here, all right. Yes, I have SRT pages, etc., but the difference, and again, what this car is all made for, is the drag setup, all right. So when I press this button, all right, it puts me in drag, as you can see over here, all right. And of course, all right, if you go into, you know, your performance pages, and it takes a little bit, I'm going to show you guys everything of that nature. And of course, again, it's going to take a little bit. Nothing that I have seen is different on the actual performance pages from a 1320, you know, to the Scat Packs. I think it was 2019 when they started adding in, you know, dynos, engine power, you know, all that kind of stuff, right? And when you go into performance control, this is what I want you guys to see, all right? When you go into drag mode, it sets everything up into drag. And this is the only crazy part about this, right? Yes, the car has to be on to go into drag mode. That's number one. Also, if your drag mode is not set up to be fully in drag, it actually won't show. It's a little glitch with the computer. All of the actual functionality of the car still functions and works the way it's supposed to. But again, it always shows normal, man. I don't know what it is. The 2019s had a issue as well with that kind of stuff. But again, your line lock is going to be here, all right? Launch control, RPM stuff, just like that. Yes, on the street, I launch at 1400 RPMs, man. Little secret for you guys, but most people launch at about 19 to 2200 RPMs on the track. That is on a tire prepped, etc., or else you will spin the life out of your tires trying to go that high. But again, you have normal, sport, and drag. Yes, I have SRT pages, etc. Like all that is normal on a RT Scat Pack, you know, things of that nature. That is what this car is all set up to be about. And of course, you're gonna have different specs like your 1320 badge, things of that nature. Again, all leather up top. but my homeboy CLT Hemi has the same leather. It's just comes with a the nicer, or the newer, I should say, not nicer, newer Scat Packs. But you can tell I'm actually at the Dodge Gastonia right now. Again, we're getting some stuff done today. So yeah, that is what a 1320 is, man. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, it is a super crazy car, super clean. The only thing I would change is this right here, man. I see a lot of Scat Packs with the honeycomb here. Hellcats have the carbon fiber. The new Red Eye Chargers have the shinier carbon fiber. Wish they would have done something different. And also, nothing on my seats, man. I wish they would have done something on the seats. All right, you can tell how clean. Nobody rides passenger with me, man. But I wish they would have done something on the headrest or the seats like the Scat Pack. And of course, you can kind of see the flakes here. All right, that's my food for this afternoon. You get heated and ventilated seats, all right, which is super, super crazy and clean. All right, you guys, again, sorry for the day change and the location change, but I didn't get pay attention to my phone. And of course, it gets dark, man. And when I'm at work, I don't tend to get off until, 5, 6 o'clock, right when it gets dark. But you can see, again, I'm at the dealership. All right, so pay attention to my next video, man. But yes, that is the 1320, or my 1320. I appreciate you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. If it wasn't raining, we would have went for a little POV drive. But I try not to drive it in the rain, and I would definitely want you to see, the power behind this car. I just didn't want to slip and slide, things like that. But yeah, again, make sure you pay attention to my next video. Again, you can see we are at the dealership, man. Let's get to it.